Hey everybody, welcome to the start of a new weekly reading vlog. Today it is Saturday the 19th of October and as always I thought it would be a good idea to start the reading vlog with an update on what I'm currently reading. For my audiobook I'm still listening to Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. As I mentioned in my previous reading vlog, I'm now pretty far in. I only have 3.5 hours left, so we'll definitely be finishing that audiobook this week. And then I only have one audiobook left of my Harry Potter reread. And then I really do need to take a break from Harry Potter rereads. This is like the second time this year that I'm reading Half-Blood Prince. And it will be the second time reading Deathly Hallows after that. I'm just crazy about Harry Potter. And of course I also still need to reread them to make my Harry Potter book reviews. Because, you know, I need to make more notes and yeah, it's for booktube. It's not because I like want to read Harry Potter again and again and again. Yeah, it is because of that. But yeah, it's just it's so relaxing to listen to Harry Potter on audiobook. I just love it so much. And then for the other book that I'm reading is actually an exciting new release, and it is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. So I've read, I think, like the first 30 pages or so, 37 pages, so you know, just the beginning to get into it. And surprisingly it's actually quite easy to get into this book. I was sort of scared and a little bit intimidated. I was scared that this book would be a bit too, I don't know, heavy somehow, and that it would take more concentration to read it, but so far that's not really the case. But Ninth House is sort of like a fantasy novel. It's an adult novel and it takes place at Yale University, and then there's this cult and there are ghosts, and I'm not exactly sure about the plot yet because you just get thrown into this book without any explanation. So I've read 40 pages, but I don't know exactly what's going on, except that there's this weird society cult, and there's a main character called Alex, and she's been through something traumatic, but she has the ability to see ghosts, so that's why she's very important in the society. That's all I know so far. But yeah, I really want to finish it this week. It is quite, I don't know, it's like a big edition and it's a lot of pages, but yeah, I just really want to get into it, and I hope I will love it like so much. And I definitely think that it's a fitting book for like the October month, you know, and like the season. Because this sort of, I don't know if it's horror, but it is spooky a bit. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like something so completely different from what I would normally read. But that's also what intrigues me about it. Yeah, I'm just very excited to get on with it and just see what's going to happen next. And also, from what I've read, the Dutch language is very important in this sort of cult in the book. I've only read one Dutch word so far, but of course I am Dutch, so that's like my language. She also did that with the Six of Crows duology. There's also a lot of Dutch in that one because it's Dutch inspired. And I don't know, maybe there's going to be more Dutch in this one. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how that's going to be because, you know, it's my language. So to me it always reads kind of weird. When it's not your own language, then it might sound, you know, sort of mysterious and interesting. But to me it's just like a normal word, and it's sort of, yeah, it sounds weird to me. Like with Six of Crows I also had that like you're reading English and then suddenly you have a couple of Dutch words, but then you're listening to the audiobook and like the narrator pronounces those Dutch words in a very weird way, which I can understand because Dutch pronunciation is very weird. But it's sort of confusing when English and Dutch are the two languages in your head. And I speak English a lot, I read English a lot, but of course in normal daily life I speak Dutch. That's my language. That's the language I think in. So I'm curious to see how that is going to be. If it's going to be a big part of the book or just like a tiny small part, I don't know. It's just always weird to see your own language in an English book. Oh, the struggles of reading in a different language. No, it's really not that bad. It's just a bit weird somehow. And I think this afternoon I'm going to read a little bit more of Ninth House. Not completely sure. I really do want to get a bit of progress in today, maybe this afternoon or tonight. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I can tell you right now about my reading progress. Yeah, hopefully it's going to be a very good reading week. We're now at Monday, the start of another week. Somehow I never film like updates for reading vlogs on Sunday because that's just, you know, Sunday is the lazy day of the week, or not necessarily lazy, but the day you're just, I don't know, I just don't feel like filming somehow. But anyway, in the meantime, I have finished Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. And it will come as no surprise that I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Because, you know, Harry Potter, what else am I going to give that book? Yeah, but now I really need to film my book review for that one soon. So that's something that can be added to my to-do list. But for now I'm listening to a new audiobook, and it's not Deathly Hallows yet because I'm listening to another one now. And the one I am currently listening to is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I haven't heard of it yet, but it sounds very interesting. It's a thriller, by the way, and it's about a woman named Rowan who takes this new position as a nanny for this very rich family in Scotland. And then a death happens. That's all I know, and she's being wrongly accused of it. Yeah, that's all I know about it so far. I've listened to 1 hour of it already because it's really easy to get through with audiobook. Like, I'm flying through it, even though I'm actually supposed to be busy with school today. But yeah, every time I have a spare minute, I listen to a little bit of it when I go for a walk or when I'm getting ready, you know, that sort of stuff. And you know, you get through audiobooks very quickly that way. And yeah, it's an hour in, as I said. So far I cannot say if it's you know, a really good book or not, but yeah, until this point I haven't seen anything or heard anything that makes me dislike it, if that's understandable. Yeah, it sounds promising, it sounds interesting. I cannot wait for it to get creepier and, you know, more thriller-like, because we're now still in the setup with her going for the new job as a nanny. And yeah, I think it will be no problem to finish this one this week as well. And then of course I'm still reading Ninth House, and yeah, that will be sort of the theme of this reading vlog. Like, will Ninth House live up to the hype? In the meanwhile, I've read a little bit more of it. I'm now at page 91. Yeah, again, with this book I also think it's still early to say if I'm really loving it or not. And again, there's nothing so far that I'm really disliking, and there is stuff that I'm finding interesting, and everything is becoming more clear now. You know, I have a little bit more of the backstory. I do like the writing styles always. Like, Leigh Bardugo does know how to write a book. Like, I don't think that's really up for debate, but I really I feel like we're still going to get to like sort of the heart of the story, if that again makes sense. I don't know. The story has started at this point. It has been set in motion, and yeah, it's still early to really give my judgment on it, but I'm definitely very much intrigued. I think this can be a very good one. Yeah, I just feel like it needs to pick up the pace a little bit. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Ninth House so far. Again, I would like to finish it this week, but that might be a little bit too hard because it's like 500 pages, you know, fantasy and everything. I don't always have the time to read that much of it. But still, I am in a very, very good reading mood, and I have been for the past couple of weeks, and I'm very much enjoying it. And yeah, I will just keep on reading Ninth House and of course The Turn of the Key, and then I will be back with you again with another update soon. Hi, so I have been listening to The Turn of the Key, and I'm now almost halfway through, because this is definitely an audiobook you can get through quite quickly. And it's also, yeah, sort of a slow build-up, or not slow, but it's sort of a creepy build-up, and you know things are not going to end well because that's told at the beginning. But right now it's just starting to get creepy, and yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. Like, what is going to go wrong, and yeah, I really hope the build-up in the creepiness will pay off, but yeah, again, I'll just have to finish it to find out. And I also have been reading a little bit of Ninth House, but not much more yet, so I will update you on that one later. But right now I'm off to university again to hopefully work in the university library today. I say hopefully because it's exam week, and even though I don't have exams at university this week, I mostly have papers and stuff. It's still always so busy in the university library. Like last week I also tried to go, but there was just no single spot left in the library. Like, I went through it, there was just no chair or desk left. And of course it's not too bad for me because I can just work at home, but still it's nice to work in the library every once in a while. So yeah, I have to be at university for a meeting with my study coordinator, so I have to go there anyway, and then hopefully I can like stay there to work the rest of the day, but otherwise I will just go home and work here. But then tonight I'm going to the cinema. I'm going to see Joker finally, because everyone has been seeing it, and everyone is very much impressed with it. I've heard it's quite depressive, like it's not a very uplifting film, and that it's creepy but also very intense. So yeah, I cannot wait to see that one. Like, I hope I will love it. So that's going to happen tonight. Yeah, and overall just a normal day, and yeah, I will probably be listening to more of my audiobook and read a little more of Ninth House if I can find the time in between. But for now I have to go and catch my train, and like praying that there will be a spot in the library. Okay, I'm back home because there wasn't any space in the library, so yeah, I just had to go home and work from here. I mean, next week it will probably be a lot more quiet in the library, so it's not really that big of a deal. But I'm back home and I have been reading more of Ninth House. Let me see, I'm now at page 129, and I'm really getting into it now, because now we're sort of at the part where we learn about Alex's backstory, the main character, and it's really interesting. It's not a very happy one, but now it's finally sort of the point where I really start to get interested into the story, or like I was interested in it before, but now it's sort of, I feel like it speeds up more now, so that's what I'm really liking. Like yeah, we're now at a part that I'm definitely digging this book. So yeah, I'm just going to continue reading that, because yeah, I'm in a really good reading mood right now and I want to keep reading Ninth House. Today is a very special day because today I finally put on my favorite sweater again for like this fall season. It's kind of warm, so that's why I hadn't put it on yet, but today I've decided it's finally cold enough to wear it, and this sweater just makes me so happy because it's the perfect color and the perfect design, and yeah, it's just my ultimate fall sweater. But yeah, for reading, last night I didn't read that much anymore of Ninth House because, as I mentioned before, I believe I went to see Joker in the cinema. Crazy ass film. Like, that film was so insane. It was very good though. Like, the acting was very good, but it was definitely, whoa, something different. Yeah, but in a good way. It was a good experience, I guess. Yeah, it was just very interesting and it was very well made. But yeah, I came home and then I didn't really want to read anymore because I was just tired and I wanted to sleep. So I've only read a little bit. I'm now at page 160. Okay, so that's a couple of pages because I read this morning a little bit. And yeah, still enjoying it. Still, I'm so curious to see what's going to happen. Like, what's the thing of the story, and we're getting more and more information, and it's really sort of, you get all these little pieces of the puzzle, and then yeah, I don't know, I just want to see how it's all going to turn out. Also, I believe, like, it's a while ago now for me, but at the beginning of the vlog I talked about like that there was some Dutch in this book, but so far there hasn't been much more Dutch words. Like, there was only basically one, so yeah, really not that much Dutch, but maybe it will come back, I don't know. Still, I stand by what I said because there is a lot of Dutch in Six of Crows, so I don't know, maybe Leigh Bardugo likes the Dutch language, I guess. But yeah, I really want to read some more of Ninth House this afternoon. Yeah, it's like 1/3 of the book that I've read now, and I just really want to finish it during this reading vlog, because then it's basically a reading vlog about Ninth House. And you know, is it worth the hype and everything, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen, but of course I can still tell you if I think it's worth the hype, and yeah, let's just see. I mean, so far I think it is worth the hype. It's definitely a sort of specific sort of genre, I guess. It's very atmospheric, that's what I like very much, and I do love the world building. As I said, it comes in little pieces, and at the beginning it might be a bit difficult to understand what exactly is going on, but then you get more info and it sort of falls together, and I really like that. I think that's very clever storytelling and very good writing. But again, I will reserve my complete judgment until I've finished it. Yeah, but it's definitely sort of, I don't know, yeah, spooky and a bit, I don't know, magical, of course, dark, definitely. So something quite different from Leigh Bardugo than her other series, even though it's still fantasy and there's like still supernatural stuff. It is different. It's definitely a lot darker. But I like that. That's something that I like about this. I'm also still reading The Turn of the Key, and I'm almost done with that one. I have like a little more than 2 hours left, so I will also either finish that today or tomorrow. That is also a very spooky one, and as I said before, I think like sort of a slow build, but yeah, a lot of people say that the ending is like sort of mind-blowing and very
weird or like very unexpected, but that's again something I just need to read or need to listen to find out. I'm so curious because I'm like imagining the weirdest things right now, like what's going to happen with the end, like so many weird stuff, because they say it's so unexpected. I'm going to expect everything, like even the weirdest stuff. But now yeah, I think it's time to get some work done, like some productive stuff, and then after that I can treat myself to some more reading of Ninth House. So that's my plan for today. Okay, I'm almost done with The Turn of the Key. I have 40 minutes left and I'm like desperately waiting for the twist ending. Like, I really want to know how this is going to end. I really want my mind to be blown, but I'm sort of scared to be disappointed at this point. And yeah, I don't know. Overall, I did enjoy it, you know, like it's only the last 40 minutes, but from what I've heard, it's the most important part of the book. Yeah, I will most definitely finish that, I think tomorrow morning. I haven't read any more of Ninth House in the meanwhile, but I'm just going to get in my pajamas and then I'm going to read some more of that. And again, I will keep you updated. It is the next morning. I finished The Turn of the Key last night. And with the ending, yeah, maybe I was expecting too much because I was getting so hyped up about it. It was still a good ending. There was definitely like some twists and turns, but nothing that like shocked me off my feet, if that makes sense. Overall, I thought it was a very good thriller. I enjoyed it very much. If you like these sort of books, then you will enjoy The Turn of the Key as well. And I especially like the audiobook very much. I really like the narrator. It was just so easy to get through it. Yeah, it's a perfectly fine book. Like, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It's a good thriller. But maybe I was just expecting too much of the ending. Like, I wanted to know what was going to happen, and there was definitely something with the ending, but maybe, I just don't know. I was like expecting all sorts of weird stuff, and then what actually happened wasn't as weird as I had expected, I guess. So yeah, so that's like my lesson of the week. Don't expect too much from an ending, because like you will always get disappointed a little bit. But overall, still a very good book. Definitely one I can recommend if you love these sorts of thrillers. I haven't read anything more of Ninth House yet. I'm about halfway through-ish. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to finish it today, but you know, I can always try. I don't know. Or maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I really want to finish it. Like, I don't know. I'm just determined to finish it. I don't know why. I just want to know what's going to happen next. So yeah, let's just see how that's going to go. Of course, as always, I will keep you guys updated. Also, by the way, for like my next audiobook, that will probably also not come as a surprise, but I listened to, I am now listening to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, because of course I have to finish my Harry Potter audiobook reread. And yeah, then it's over after that one with my Harry Potter audiobooks. Yeah. Again, like, I don't really have that much to say about it, because, you know, Harry Potter, it's sort of self-explanatory. My review for Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix is online now, so if you want to watch that, I will leave a link to it down below in the description box. And yeah, people have been asking about it, so if you want to watch it, it's available now. Yay. And then it's, yeah, I think time for more reading. I also desperately need to clean up my room. That's also sort of like a recurring theme in my reading vlogs, I think, but I always, yeah, I don't know, rooms need to be cleaned every week, I guess. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess. So that's something that's going to happen today. And then yeah, hopefully more reading, and yeah, not much else to tell you about, so let's just get started. Last night I read quite a bit of Ninth House, and I'm now at page 252, so I've reached, or like, I'm past the halfway point. I really want to finish it today. Yeah, I'm so very much interested right now. Like, it's getting very interesting. Like, I think that's the best word to describe it. And the main character, Alex, is so amazing. I love her so much. She's a badass and just so interesting to read about. So yeah, I think Leigh Bardugo always writes very good characters, like very fleshed out characters, very interesting characters. And even though the sort of spooky theme of this book with like cults and societies and supernatural stuff usually isn't my all-time favorite thing, like I don't hate it, but it's usually not like something that I really love to read about. In this book I'm really enjoying it because I don't know, the world building is so well done.
It's like, the story is weird when you think about it, but I don't know, it somehow works. Still, I think that this book definitely is not something everyone will enjoy, you know? Like, I don't hate supernatural stuff, but I still enjoy it. But if you really don't like that sort of stuff, yeah, it's just not, I can understand why it would not be a book for everybody. But overall, I think the quality is just very good. Like, Leigh Bardugo, she's one of my favorite authors. I think she just, even though you don't like this plot in specific, like, she can write. She can do world building really well. She writes characters very well. She definitely knows what she's doing. And yeah, now I think I'm just going to continue with reading. Let's see how far I can get today, because yeah, let's just see. I'm really into it now. Interrupting the reading for a little bit to show you something exciting that I just got in the mail, because I just got, as a surprise, from my friend Brit, some of her, or like all of her new bookmarks that she recently put up in her Etsy shop. And that was so sweet of her. She sent them to me as a small gift, as a surprise, and thank you so much, Brit. I love them so much. And she also added a sweet note with them. Yeah, thank you. That really made my day. And of course I have to show you them all in detail because they are gorgeous. So we have this one which says, "On a cold winter afternoon," and I really love the design of the book on this. And then next up we have one that says Bookstagram. Ooh, the sun is reflecting it a bit, but yeah, I hope you can still see it well. And then we also have a Christmas one which says Merry Christmas, which is still a little bit early, but you know, is it ever too early for Christmas? Yeah, it's the end of October almost, so I think we can sort of ease into the Christmas season. And then also a fall themed one, and it says On a Crisp Autumn Morning. Also very pretty. And then lastly, she also sent me her new sticker sheet of her Christmas themed stickers. So they look like this. Also very pretty. And again, thank you so much, Brit. I love them so much. And her bookmarks are now of a new sort of better material. Like, that's also where they're shiny. They're very sturdy. Yeah, and I will leave, of course, a link to her Etsy shop down below in the description box. Please check them out. She has so many amazing bookmarks and stickers and prints, and yeah, thank you so much again. I'm so happy with them. Okay, a little while later, and I'm now around page 300 of Ninth House. I haven't finished it yet, but I think I'm going to end the reading vlog here because yeah, I think it's long enough now, and it will probably take another day to finish it. But so far, I think it's safe to say that I do really enjoy Ninth House. I do think it's definitely worth some of the hype. As I said before, the writing is very good. The world building is excellent. Like, I think that's one of the strongest points of the book. Characters are very interesting. It is a sort of like weird kind of book. It has to be your thing. Of course, I haven't finished it yet, so it's not like my 100% final opinion on the book, but you know, I've read a big part of it now, so I think it's safe to say that I just think it's a good book, and it's definitely something that I would recommend. Maybe not to everyone, because again, I don't think it's a book that everyone would like, but overall, yeah, I think it's very well written. And yeah, that was it then for this reading vlog. And if you liked it, please go subscribe or maybe give it a thumbs up, because as always, I would really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you again very soon in my next video. Bye!